this. I should have done this ideally on Monday. But hey ho, you're getting it today. This is your not very long but long enough recap of UFC 298, 298, 298, 298 UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship 298. Yeah, we're going to get into it right away, guys. Right off the bat. The king is no more. Long live the king. Alexander the Great Volkanovski is no longer our champion. Oh, it was a sad moment. It really, really was. Volkanovski, who is... Oh, let's think how to put this. He is a victim of his own eagerness. The lad doesn't like, he's come out and said it, so over the last couple of years, he was obviously beating everyone. He beat Korean Zombie, he beat Yair Rodriguez, he beat Max Holloway, what, 3 times was it, I think. He's just beating everyone. It's crazy. He'd run out of people to fight in that division. Rumours started that he was going to fight Islam. He was going to go up a division, fight Islam Makhachev for the title. He did do. In the first fight, I felt Volkanovski did enough to win the match. The judges didn't agree. Volk then went on, I think he then went on to fight Yair. He also fought Zombie in between. He definitely fought Yair after Islam. The first Islam fight. He was then pushing the whole time. As soon as that first Islam fight was done, he was pushing for a rematch. He said, I can beat him, I can beat him, I can beat him. He came back to fight Islam a second time and was knocked out cold with a leg kick to the head. So, not a leg kick, a head kick. Knocked him out cold. He didn't know where he was gone. He came out afterwards saying that it was his own fault. He'd rushed back. He'd rushed into the fight too soon. He should have given himself more time. Because we can get the fight with Yair, then like within a month or so, he was fighting Islam, something daft like that anyway. And he said at the time he just can't sit around. Like, he hates not fighting. He hates not having a fight to train for and not being in the gym every day. It stresses him out too much, which could be a problem now that he has no fight coming up anytime soon. He's just lost his belt. If you're the champ, you're also going to be called up for the fights. If you're not the champ, there's a chance you could be left behind. And personally, I think he just needs a long time out now. A good 9 months at least, I reckon. Just to rest and come back stronger and just be in a better place mentally. He was knocked out by Ilia Topuria on the weekend. Second round, Volk looked good. First round he looked really good. I thought he might actually get a decision here over the course of the 5 rounds. I couldn't see him stopping Topuria necessarily. But I could definitely see him put on a good enough performance that he'd get the decision victory. Ilya had different ideas in the second round and knocked him out cold, with Volk asking when he woke up what happened, and after he told that he'd been knocked out. He's gone from, I don't know how many years he's held the belt for, a good, I reckon 4 years off the top of my head, maybe less, maybe more. And now he's on a Sunday morning, or Monday, whatever it was, Sunday, he's waking up, not the early hours, but on Sunday morning he's waking up without a belt. Not able to call himself the champion any longer, and that could really mess with the lad's head. I hope he doesn't, because Volk massive character, great personality, a really nice bloke he seems. And you just want to see him do well. There's already talk of the winner of Yair Rodriguez and Brian Ortega this weekend being next in line for Ilia Topuari's title, for a title shot. It would have probably been Max Holloway, but Max is set to take on Justin Gaethje for the BMF belt at UFC 300. Therefore, that takes him out of any opportunity right now of taking on Ilia Topuria. Is Max probably regretting agreeing to that Gaethje fight? I reckon so. As it is right now, I reckon he's probably thinking, if I just waited a month before making a decision, if the UFC just waited a month before deciding who, to give Gaethje Max and Gaethje that match, or should we just wait and see what happens with Topuria and Volk? And they do themselves a great fit there. It's a shame Arnold Allen didn't get the win he should have got against Evloev. When Arlen was doing well, and the ref stepped in because he thought there was an illegal knee, and then Evloev went on to get the victory in a bad refereeing decision. That wasn't. Also on UFC 298, we had the best fight of the night for me, bar none, and it was the best. It was just back and forth, was Robert Whittaker against Paulo Costa. Wow, what a fight! Costa lands a head kick at the end of the first round, like 10 seconds to go. Rob was rocked. Like, if that first round had gone on another 10 seconds, Rob probably would have been put out. But he makes a stunning comeback in the second and third rounds to win the match. It was a brilliant match, in my opinion anyway. I don't think we've seen that side of Costa. We really haven't. Think about that fight he had with Luke Rockhold was an awful performance, because Rockhold was like well past it. He'd been gone for a long time. He came back to face Costa, and Costa should have just put him out, but he couldn't. Fair play to Rockhold for that. So when obviously Costa goes put up against Whittaker, I thought Rob's winning this one quite easily, but then Rob got, before that match actually, Rob had been put out by DDP, which I was quite shocked at. So it was like, maybe it's not the same Whittaker. You have to be knocked out by DDP. Can he still take a shot? Well, he took that head kick at the end of the first round, and some other big shots from Costa as well. So yeah, you can definitely still bang, can Whittaker. Oh, what a great match. Whittaker gets the decision victory. It wasn't like a 50-50 who won it. He definitely won the match. I just think Costa was unlucky not to get the finish in the first round. Ian Machado Gary against Jeff Neal. Yeah. Enough said about Ian Gary the better. This lad talks himself up so much. He obviously believes his own hype. Before the fight, he was saying he was going to knock out Jeff Neal and then stand over his body whilst he was out cold and all this stuff. There was no danger of Jeff Neal being knocked out by Ian Gary on the weekend. No danger at all. Did Gary do enough to get the win? Yeah, he did. It hit him, kick him, and obviously Gary is a tall lad. He's got way more reach than most fighters in his division. He's able to get in there with a kick or a safely. And that's how you got the win. He did win it fairly. It won by decision. Was it a good fight? No. It was a horrible fight to watch. Nothing good came out of that fight for Ian Garry at all, in my opinion. Afterwards, he was calling out Colby Chaos Covington, promising the fans that he would rid the UFC of Covington. I wouldn't be that certain he'll do that if Leon couldn't get rid of Colby. I really don't see Gary doing it. I mean, I can only think of one person in the last few years or so who has finished Covington, and that was Usman. And he finished him, didn't he, in the first fight? Was it the second one? Or did he finish him in both? He stopped him in the second one. I think it was he broke his jaw. By all accounts. Also, at UFC 298 on the weekend, we had. What was the other matches? I'm just trying to think off the top of my head here. Which is never a good thing. Let's just get up the results. That'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it, than trying to remember off the top of my head when I've slept since then. So let's have a little look at the UFC website. Here we go. Of course, how the hell could I forget? Merab Dvalishvili. I can't say his surname. Merab Dvalishvili taking on Henry Cejudo. So I really wanted Henry to win this one. I am a massive fan of Merab's style. He doesn't get me excited to watch. He's not the most entertaining of fighters. And Henry early on, first round, I felt Henry Cejudo took the first round. He was doing quite well with his wrestling, etc, etc. What I didn't expect was what then happened in the second and third rounds, which was Merab just running straight over Cejudo and taking a decision victory fairly easily, setting up a match with Sean O'Malley, who after the fight, Sean tried to set up a fight with Ilia Topuria, who's in a different weight division team, and he's come out yesterday having somewhere Sean O'Malley did, so he's got a lot of hate from fans who are saying he's trying to duck fighting Merab by getting the Ilia fight signed off, which might be true. I think Merab is a problem for Sean if he can beat Chito, which I'm pretty sure he does. I like Chito Vera, I really do. He's beaten Sean once before, but at the time that was because Sean had something wrong with his foot. It's called drop foot, I believe. That's what happened during the fight. So his one foot went paralysed, and Chito got the victory. And there's one or two other fights from Chito where he was really exciting. Then I seen one or two terrible fights from him, like really boring, horrible fights. But he's got himself a title fight. He's taking on Sean O'Malley. I think Sean wins it quite comfortably. That's in March, I believe. March the 13th, I might be wrong. And then down the line with Sean v Merab. Again, it doesn't do much for him that much, but we're going to get it. We also had Anthony Hernandez beat Roman Kopylov. Second round submission. Kopylov looked decent. I thought he would do, but Hernandez looked a lot better and got the win. A very good win for him indeed. On the prelims, there was anything to talk about. Amanda Lemos got a decision victory against Mackenzie Dern. was Rogerio de Lima taking on Junior Taffa. Junior Taffa stepping in for his brother, Justin Taffa. Now, early on, like right from the start of this fight, there looked a bit of a size discrepancy. Both are heavyweights, but Junior Taffa looked like a small heavyweight. He likes somebody who just ate a bit of food once every so often to get big, whereas De Lima looked like somebody who ate a lot of food all the time just to stay big. And he was landing these kicks on Junior Taffa's leg. I thought he was going to snap his leg, I swear down. After only a few kicks, Taffa could barely stand up. I thought he was going to snap his bloody leg with these kicks here, because the size of De Lima's legs compared to Taffa's legs was like night and day. In the end, the ref pretty much had to stop the fight because Taffa could not stand. His leg just gave way. It was horrible to see. But I was just glad that we didn't have to see his leg snap in half, which would not have shocked me if it had done. So yes, we put a really good performance. I've seen this bloke had been talked about on I've seen on TikTok. They were saying that he was overrated, that his record had been blown up a little bit out of proportion. And I think it was this bloke here, Zhang. What's it called? Let's have a look. Zhang Mingnang. I think it was him. Yeah, first round KO. Really pretty impressive against Brenson Ribeiro. Yeah, Zhang bloke was not. His record can't have been overinflated and blown up out of proportion because he looked bloody impressive in that match. I gotta be honest. Anyway, guys. Oh, we also have our main event. Finally, our main event for UFC 300, and it is Alex Pereira coming back again. Like he's the new Volk. Like, I was always wanting to fight, and he'll be defending his belt against a man who never lost the belt, Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill, who did beat Glover for the belt, I believe so. And before he could even defend it, he had to relinquish that title. The reason he had to relinquish the title was because he was playing basketball and ruptured or snapped his Achilles and was not going to be able to fight for nearly a year. He's come back after 9 months. He had to give up his title though. The title that Yuri and who did Yuri fight for it? Yuri then fought Glover, did he? I believe so. I think so. Yuri got the belt, didn't he? And then he had to give it up because he got a shoulder injury, which was just bloody bonkers. And now, then Pereira took on Yuri for the vacant belt. Pereira won the belt. And now he's defending against the former champion, Jamal Hill. And that's where we currently stand with that title. And that should be a very, very exciting match. I like Jamal Hill. I really do. I think he's always game for a good fight. He'll give Pereira a run for his money. But the UFC 300 picks way near to the time. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts on UFC 298 and also anything else UFC related. I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.